Bon Jovi's 9-night run at Madison Square Garden ended with a surprise that brought one of the band's most significant recent chapters to a memorable close. On the final night, Bruce Springsteen joined Bon Jovi on stage, bringing together two of New Jersey's most influential rock musicians for the conclusion of the residency. They performed Bon Jovi's Who Says You Can't Go Home, followed by Springsteen's The Promised Land. It was a fitting ending to a series of concerts defined by recovery, friendship, and Bon Jovi's long-awaited return to live performance. The moment carried added significance because only days earlier there had been renewed concern about Bon Jovi's health. During the 8th concert of the residency on July 23rd, he brought the performance to an early close after about 90 minutes. He told the audience he was dealing with a sinus infection and could not perform to the standard he expected of himself. Fans were asked to keep their tickets while plans for another performance were considered. The interruption was particularly disappointing because the Madison Square Garden residency represented much more than another stop on a tour.
In 2022, John underwent major surgery for a vocal injury that left his singing future in question.
It marked Bon Jovi's first major concert run since John underwent vocal cord surgery in 2022. For several years, there had been uncertainty about whether he would return to full-scale touring. His recovery involved surgery, rehabilitation, and extensive work with vocal coaches before the band was ready to perform regularly again. That process led to the Forever Tour, which opened with 9 performances at Madison Square Garden in July 2026. The residency was initially announced with fewer dates before additional shows were added in response to demand. By the final performance on July 26th, the concerts had become a public measure of John's recovery and the band's return to the stage.
Bon Jovi is going back out on tour, starting right here next summer at Madison Square Garden. I feel like I need to high-five you.
Bruce Springsteen's appearance elevated the final night beyond the close of a concert residency. Springsteen and Bon Jovi share more than their New Jersey roots. Their careers have developed alongside one another for decades, and they have shared the stage on several occasions. John has described Springsteen as both a mentor and a big brother figure. That history gave the appearance a deeper meaning, reflecting a long-standing friendship as one musician stood beside another during an important moment in his career. Their first performance together, Who Says You Can't Go Home, carried particular significance. The song has long reflected Bon Jovi's connection to New Jersey. Performed at Madison Square Garden with Springsteen alongside him, it became a celebration of shared roots and two careers shaped by the same musical landscape. They followed it with The Promised Land, one of Springsteen's best-known songs about perseverance and moving forward through adversity. Given Bon Jovi's recovery, the song naturally resonated with the story of his return. The surprise appearance also shifted the focus of the residency's closing days. After the shortened performance on July 23rd, much of the conversation centered on John's health and whether he would be able to complete the final show. Instead, he returned to the stage and closed the New York residency alongside one of his oldest musical friends. The performance did not erase the challenges that came before it. Instead, it became part of the larger story of his comeback. Bon Jovi's return has never been presented as though the past few years never happened. John's vocal injury, surgery, and recovery have become an important part of the band's recent history. The Madison Square Garden residency gave him the opportunity to return before audiences who had followed that journey and understood what it had taken for him to perform again. The final night represented more than the end of 9 concerts. It marked the completion of the first major chapter in Bon Jovi's return to live performance. For Bruce Springsteen, the appearance was a gesture of friendship. For the audience, it brought together two artists whose music has shaped American rock for generations. And for Bon Jovi, it was a public reminder that, after years of uncertainty, he had returned to the stage. The Forever Tour is scheduled to continue overseas, with performances beginning in Edinburgh on August 28th, followed by dates in Dublin and London. The final Madison Square Garden concert was not a farewell to Bon Jovi. It marked the conclusion of the New York chapter of a much larger comeback. Even so, there was a sense of completion to the evening. 9 performances had come to an end. An uncertain return had reached an important milestone. And 2 New Jersey musicians stood together in one of the world's most iconic arenas, performing songs about home, resilience, and moving forward. After surgery, uncertainty, and a late health setback, Bon Jovi ended the residency where he had hoped to be. On stage with his band, his audience, and a longtime friend beside him. Bruce Springsteen's appearance did more than close the final concert. It provided a fitting final image for Bon Jovi's return. A shared stage, a sold-out Madison Square Garden, and a reminder that enduring musical partnerships often become part of an artist's legacy. Thank you for watching Celebrity Brief. What did Bruce Springsteen's surprise appearance mean to you on Bon Jovi's final night at Madison Square Garden? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more stories about the performances, careers, and defining moments that continue to shape entertainment.